Again. So I know in previous videos I made, I talk a lot about this Bible study group called Bible Study Fellowship, or BSF. And this group I found made specifically for young adults, ages 18 to 35, here in the Metro Detroit area. And so one of the blogs that I wrote was actually one of my first blogs that I wrote when I first got accepted to go on the word race back in the fall of 2017. So I apologize now if it sounds really bad, because I honestly, if I be honest, I am not that great a writer. I had these early blogs show that. But people say that I am a really good writer. Well, I'm glad they think that, but I'm not. I mean, I am not a good writer. So, anyways, this is a blog that I wrote in the fall of 2017 about Bible Study Fellowship. And so a lot has changed since then. We had a turnover of overall head teacher leaders. So the people that I talk about here, they actually resigned the end of that May of 2018, and then the new leaders took over. So anyways, I read it all from what I wrote over 2 years ago now. So just bear with it. Bible Study Fellowship, that's the title. The mission of Bible Study Fellowship is global. In-depth Bible classes producing passionate commitment to Christ, His Word, and His Church. Our vision is to magnify God and mature His people as they cultivate a deeper relationship with Him. On another Monday night, and I just got back home from BSF. In my previous post about my calling, I mentioned BSF and briefly talked about how being a part of such an amazing group has helped shape who I am as not only a young adult, but as a Christian as well. Every person who has been a part of this unique organization has a story about how they came to join a BSF group. Well, here's mine. It was the fall of 2009, and I had just been through my first year of what turned out to be 3 years of being broke and unemployed. And I was bored, since I did not have much of a social life at this point, and I was beginning to feel down about my situation. My mom was a member of a Tuesday morning ladies BSF group, and she found out that there was a young adult group nearby that met at Hope Lutheran Church in Farmington Hills. To be honest, I really was not in the mood to go, since I was shy and I felt like it wouldn't be much help to me. But like a good daughter, I obeyed and dragged my friend along with me for the welcome night. Let's just say that going to the very first welcome night was life-changing in a way that I never knew it could change. A way that I never knew it could change before that first night. After the introduction that night, I decided to commit to that year just to see where God would take me in my faith journey with BSF. The first 3 years were tough, since there were problems, but all through that trial, I kept going, growing in my faith and learning more about the Bible. But all in all, joining BSF has been one of the best choices that I have made in my life up to this point. and especially since I credit BSF for saving my life during a dark time in my life where I felt hopeless and wanted to give up my life, since I felt like giving in to temptation to hurt myself. And it was with the help of prayer, keeping my faith strong, and going to BSF weekly, as well as being around people who I considered friends, that I was able to fight back against my demons and won. Well, 9 years later, I'm still active in it, and I absolutely love it. My life has been transformed for the better because of BSF, both spiritually and socially. I feel that due to the training that I have through BSF, that it has prepared me for what I might have to do otherwise. We are studying the book of Romans this year, and I am learning so much. And studying that book has caused me to look deeper into myself, my faith, and is making me evaluate what it means to be a Christian, which to me is just so powerful. Not to mention that I feel like I have 50 plus brothers and sisters in Christ, which to me that's pretty cool. I am so thankful to have this group in my life, as it is awesome to learn from my peers who understand all the ins and outs of what it takes to be a Christian young adult in today's world. As our area coordinator put it, we are the next generation of Christians, as it would be up to us to keep the light of God, Jesus, lit for others to follow after the current generation is gone. And that is such a great thought to me. Our group is led by our head teaching leaders, Jay and Kim. They are such an awesome and godly couple who have young adult children of their own. Their daughter won the race in 2016, and that was how I found out about the word race in the first place. And they also have a son too, who would take their place once they step down to be one of the current and teacher leaders of the young adult group. Anyways, back to this. They are passionate for the Lord, and it shows every week as they lead us. They treat all 50 plus of us like we would one of their own, and have hosted numerous fellowship gatherings at both their church and their home. This includes game nights, pool parties, and even an old English dancing night, along with joining us in other gatherings that we plan among each other, such as bowling nights, and headed downtown to Belle Isle for the Freedom Fireworks every June, just to name a few. And yeah, that's not going to be happening this year. Sad, but true. Another aspect of BSF is our small group discussions, where we talk and go over the questions that go along with the passage that we have to read for that week. Every year means a new small group leader, and while I have loved every single group leader that I have had, there is one that stands out to me. And she also, the one that I'm about to talk about, she too is one of the three young adults who have stepped up and taken over the role of overall teacher leader of our group. Anyways, her name is Danielle, and she was my group leader during my second time of studying the book of John. She is such a sweet, humble, and godly woman, and an awesome leader, for she has challenged us during small group, as well as in our weekly phone calls. I know that because of this, that it has helped me grow in my faith. It has made me look at whatever it was from a different angle. She is also such a prayer warrior, and Danielle taught me to look at prayer differently, and taught me that whenever I get overwhelmed or stressed out, that I should go to the Lord in prayer, which is something that I must admit to not doing all of the time, whenever I feel this way. She also taught me that there are times that I could pray for something that I would have never even considered praying in that kind of situation before, such as when I visit a place with a troubled past, such as a battlefield. It was also because of her that I started to attend church a little more regularly than I had been due to my crazy work schedule. And this has led to many other blessings in my life. She prayed for us, gave us advice, listened to us, and showed compassion for us. And especially if we were struggling for whatever reason, she was there to talk to. Not to mention the fact that she is also one heck of a volleyball player and helped me with my volleyball serve during one of the game nights. I often say that God puts people in our lives for a reason, and Danielle is definitely one of those people that I'm so thankful God put into my life. And I'm so honored to call her a friend and a sister in Christ. I'm going to be so sad when I age out of such an amazing, awesome group, since they have been such a huge part of my life, and I am honored to have become friends with so many of them. I feel like my training through BSF has helped me in my journey, both before and hopefully during the race. So here are the books that I've studied thanks to Bible Study Fellowship. John, times 2. Isaiah, Acts, now times 2. Genesis, Revelations, Life of Moses, Matthew, Romans. And I kind of studied Israel and the Minor Prophets, part 1, sort of. So yeah, that is my blog post I wrote about Bible Study Fellowship and how that too has been a huge part of my life. And I'm sad to say that due to my new path that I'm being led on in attending seminary school this fall, I'm unfortunately not going back to Bible study, which is sad, but I knew that the time has come a little bit sooner than I had anticipated. So, but yeah, so that's my blog about that, and to give you a little bit more background about Bible Study Fellowship, because I know I've talked about it in previous videos. Look it up, bsf.org, if you're interested. They have classes all over the country, men, women, young adult, and yeah, just check it out if you're able. It's an amazing group, organization, as I said, and it can be life changing. So, highly 10 out of 10 would recommend. So anyways, that's that. Until next time.